Monic noise. Who's got a TV on in the background?
It's me. I'm trying to turn it off, Luke.
Okay.
Shit.
You're right, Bren.
Hey, David, can you call Christopher and see what he wants?
Again. Just add things in the group. Invite people. Copy. Discussion. What's this group called? For the love of God. Paste.
Monday 8:30.
Oh no, I was saying that like as a figure of speech, Denise. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good. Tom, you look all emo, like you're in Blur. It looks very cool. Is it because you're freezing?
I'm desperate for a haircut, but I keep putting it off.
No, your mane is part of your. It's the main attraction, isn't it? But like, no, I just like the little bonnet, the little bunny.
Oh.
Where's Bren gone? She's fucked off. Stuart's in Paris. Yeah. Stuart's in Paris. Lovely. Phil, you can start. This is Philip, everybody. Lovely. So say for me, I've decided to join you because I was missing you. I've decided to join you because I was missing you.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
Pause. Can they hear you if somebody's making noise at a party? Are your twangs in the right place so they can hear you through the noise? I've decided to join you.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez.
Pause. Who's doing the verb in you miss me? Sorry, in I miss you. Who's doing the verb in I miss you?
Me, I.
No,
I know,
in I miss you guys, it's going to be vous, yeah?
Vous me manquez.
Vous me manquez, lovely. So j'ai décidé de vous. What's the first syllable in the word join?
Rejoindre.
Where are my two locations for vibration in French?
Nose and chest.
Well, head and chest, yeah? Which one are you using when you start that verb? I can just hear your throat. I can hear throat.
Yeah. I should be using head.
Don't do it for me then. Say for me the vowel. No, it's in the throat. Put in the chest. There you go. See how lovely and warm and gorgeous that was? Yes. Say for me rejoindre.
Rejoindre.
Lovely. Say for me j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez.
Make your second half of the sentence as good as your first. Can you add a you or me? I miss you all. Vous me manquez tous.
Vous me manquez tous.
Lovely. There's just a really cool visual effect of steam going in front of Tom's face. So, j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre. I decided to join you. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous. And again.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez.
Vous me manquez tous.
Vous me manquez tous.
Double clause. And again, double clause.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
No, double clause means not two separate sentences. It means get that fucker out in one go. Oui, alors j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
Oui, alors j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez plus tous.
See, if we can't do the second one, the brain runs out of intellectual energy. If you say vous me manquez tous, it's badass brilliant. If you say vous me manquez tous, it's somehow gotten a bit more tired, and that's why we have to practice it. It's not even about what the French actually even is. It's just literally bothering to say something. So j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous. Think it. I decided to join you. Yeah, rejoindre. We're not rejoining. We just use that verb to join. So j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous. Because I miss you all.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous...
See? You'll find a pause somewhere, won't you? It'll land on a different word. What happens is I tell you all not to use a parce que, So you do, right, don't wait on Pascha. Don't wait on Pascha. Your brain will be gagging for a break somewhere. Yeah? Make it go again. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
We had manqué tous yet, fine, but we're getting there. Good. Brenda Kopiluki, I decided to join you. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre. Microphone, Brenda. You're still mic'd, my darling. Your microphone's off.
Can you hear me?
I can, lovely. So copy B.
Okay.
J'ai décidé de vous
décidé.
rejoindre. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
De vous rejoindre, to join you. De vous rejoindre.
De vous rejoindre.
Lovely. Vous me manquez tous. I miss you all. Vous me manquez tous.
Vous me manquez tous.
Flawless. Good. Maggie, you're good.
J'ai essayé de vous.
No, j'ai décidé.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
No, we don't need a pause before we've got even to the end of the first clause. Think, what's the idea? What's he saying? What has he decided to do? Tell me. Think about it. Don't take a pause. Go.
J'ai essayé de vous rejoindre.
No, décidé. Décidé.
What am I saying? J'ai
You're
décidé.
saying essayer. I want décidé.
Oh, j'ai décidé. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
And again, correctly?
J'ai décidé de vous remarquer.
Not remarqué, but that's just muscle memory. Off you go.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me
So
manquez.
no one's been listening to the first person or the second person. Tom, you'll go.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
Trevor?
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre
Trevor, close your
parce
teeth.
que
Close
vous
your
me
teeth.
manquez
Close your
tous.
teeth, Trevor. Soft mouth. Kiss your lips, Foot. Lazy mouth. Push it out on your chest. J'ai décidé de vous... Use your chest. Don't use your teeth.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez
Why do we need a
tous.
pause in the middle? Slow it down, but don't have a pause in the middle.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
And again. And again, Trevor, my darling.
J'ai décidé de vous
No,
rejoindre
you speak in English.
parce
J'ai
que
décidé. What you think of as speaking is speaking in English. Don't speak to me in English. Speak to me in French. Mouth closed. Different shape. Oui, alors, I told you, Trevor. Start any sentence you do with Start any sentence you do with and then match the vibration for the rest of it. J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
Does it sound like fluent English? Does it sound like language? Does it sound like language, or does it sound like a language class? Make it sound like human communication.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre
No, that's it.
parce
You
que
speak, it's like you're reading in church. You're even more English than English. J'ai décidé de vous. No, it's like, and today the reading is from the Gospel according to St. Luke. Oui, alors j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
Et alors j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre.
Yeah, all the way fucking through. In 2 clauses. Come on. Alors j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
I've not heard it fluently. I've not heard it sound human. Soften the mouth.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
That's not in 2 clauses, but I'm moving on. Denise, you'll go, my darling girl.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
Lovely. First half tonally sounded French. Second half, the accent was French, but the music of it almost sounded a bit ironic, like you thought it was like funny or something. Yeah. So j'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous. Like, give me the human quality of it.
J'ai décidé de vous rejoindre parce que vous me manquez tous.
Good. Maggie, what is the new form of the verb rejoindre?
Rejoignons.
Rejoignant.
Non. Rejoignons.
Yep. Tom, what is the subjunctive new form of the verb rejoindre?
Rejoindre.
Subjunctive new form.
Subjunctive new form. rejoignions.
That's it. Lovely. Trevor, what is the past participle of rejoindre?
Rejoui.
No. Spell rejoindre for me, please, Trev.
R-E-J-O-I-N-D-R-E.
What do we know about little verbies that go vowel, I-N-D-R-E? Vowel, I-N-D-R-E. What do we know about those little verbies?
They twist.
No, that's what I should be doing to your bollocks. What do they do? Top 3 soft, bottom 3 hard with nya. And the past participle is the same as the he, she, it. I'll say that again. Top 3 soft, bottom 3 hard with nya, gn, nya. And the past participle is the same as the he, she, it form. Sometimes your bottom 3 go higher in sound as well. What's the verb, Trevor, to paint?
Peintre.
Is it peintre or something similar? What pattern have I just told you? Vowel, and then what are the letters? Vowel, and then I-N.
I-N-D-R-E.
Lovely. So bearing that in mind, and bearing in mind there's probably a reason I'm mentioning this verb now, what would be the verb to paint?
Peintre.
Good. Is peintre a word in French? Yes, it's a painter. Yep. You know, female, male, whatever, peintre. Good. So, lovely. Hey, Reedy. So, basically, peindre. So, could you conjugate for me? I paint, you paint, he paints, you paint all the way down, please, Trev.
Je peins, tu peins, il peint. Nous peignons, il...
Stand still. What did I say happens on the bottom 3?
It goes peignions.
I didn't specifically say that about these verbs. I said it goes GN and often higher. So je peins, tu peins, il peint. So for the start, our hard sound is gne, gne. Yeah, like gnocchi kind of thing. Yeah. So nous peignons, vous peignez, il peigne. Let me hear you say it.
Nous peignons, il peigne. I'm sorry. Nous peignons, vous peignez, il peigne.
Lovely. Do it again quickly. Je peins, tu peins, il peint. Nous peignons, vous peignez, il peigne.
Je peins, tu peins, il peint. Nous peignons, il peigne.
No. What was really fucking funny about that was Denise was saying it as she was saying it because she's like responsible, but it sounded like a male voice coming out of Denise's mouth. It was really. I was looking at Denise, who's obviously has a lovely feminine face, and I could hear. I was like, what the fuck? What am I seeing? What am I witnessing? Good, lovely. I told you what happens to the bottom 3. Je peins, tu peins, il peint. Nous, take the vowel up. Nous
peignons.
Thank you.
Peignez, il peigne.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Lovely. All right. Good. Lovely. Right. Maggie, following months of illness, unfortunately, we lost Sam's mom last week. Following months of illness, unfortunately, we lost Sam's mom last week.
Suite à beaucoup de mois.
Now, that's a bit of a cheat. I don't mind it. Following, it wasn't bad French, but following months. Go straight into the following months.
Suite à des beaucoup.
No, you're cheating. What's the word? Right. So what is the preposition which is following? Sweet. So get good. So giving me for the ingredients. So following is suite à. So following the meeting, suite à la réunion, suite au rendez-vous. Following months, suite à des mois. Yeah, or suite au mois, depending, the months of specific illness. So following months during which she was ill. Just say that for me. Following months during which she was ill.
Suite au mois.
On this occasion, suite à des mois, because it's not just the specific months.
Mois, pendant qu'elle est malade.
During which, pendant
lequel était malade.
Suite à des mois pendant lesquels elle était malade, or quand elle était malade, lovely, okay. Sadly, we lost Sam's mom Thursday.
Malheureusement, nous avons perdu.
Nous avons what?
Perdu.
Thank you. Perdu, yes.
Perdu le médecin.
Good, Last week. Thursday.
Jeudi passé.
I don't like that. Jeudi de la semaine dernière. Okay.
Jeudi
Good.
passé.
Reedy, the two guys that came from the Undertakers were hot as fuck. I'm sorry, but they really were. I literally, the ambulance girl that had come was like Wonder Woman. She was gorgeous. And I was like, a year off the Milan catwalk. I mean, she's literally the most beautiful girl. And she says, oh, I did used to do some modelling. And then the two lads that came at midnight from the Undertakers, because, you know, we spent a bit of time. Oh my God, they were like ridiculous. I even turned to Bertha as they were looking after, and I went, Bertha, it's your lucky day. I was like, seriously, believe it or not. I was like, you know, you got a good send off, girl. So save me, Reedy. The two guys that came from the Undertakers were both hot.
Les deux mecs de Supraneux étaient magnifiques.
Pause. What word are you saying for Undertakers?
Supraneux,
Pompe
non.
funèbre. Pompe funèbre.
Pompe funèbre.
Pompe funèbre. Yep. Okay.
Pompe funèbre.
I can't quite hear you. Really get a bit close to the microphone, Madonna.
Pompe funèbre.
That's it. So the two guys who came from the Undertakers were hot as fuck.
Les deux mecs du pompe funèbre.
Les deux mecs des pompes funèbres étaient super, étaient bien foutus. It's more age appropriate to say bien foutu. Canon ou bien foutu. Go again. Les deux mecs des pompes funèbres étaient bien foutus.
Les deux mecs de
No, I told you, don't start listening wrong. Listening, it really annoys me when people's listening is shit. Les deux mecs des pompes funèbres. Did I say des? Did I say deux? Where was my vowel? Tune into the spaces. Les deux mecs des pompes funèbres étaient bien foutus.
Les deux mecs des pompes funèbres étaient bon foutus.
No, what word did I say before foutu?
Bon.
Feel the French. Don't listen to the French. Feel the French. Where is the vibration? This is what's really good to get when you actually come to business on. You learn to do this. Opposite someone. Copy me. Bien foutu.
Bien foutu.
Could you give me the vowel on its own of the word bon?
Bon.
Could you give me the vowel on its own of the word bien?
Bien.
Now, can you slide between the two, backwards and forwards?
Oh yeah.
They're not the same bastard place, are they? Était bien foutu. I figure était bien foutu.
Était bien foutu.
Good. Lovely. Brenda, I said, your hair text looks lovely today, Brenda. Say, I said.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly. I said.
Je dis.
Lovely. To her dad.
À ton père.
Not to my dad, à son.
Son père.
Lovely. Wow. She's lucky.
Wow. Elle a de la chance.
Elle a de la chance. Good vocab. Elle a de la chance.
chance.
Okay, because?
Parce que.
Okay. If it was me.
C'était moi.
Good. Si c'était moi. They would be terrible.
Il
would be sera.
Il
sera. No, what's the wood ending?
Whoa. Il serait.
Thank you. From the wood. Good memory. Terrible.
Right. Horrible.
Good. Well done. Tom, we sat up until midnight drinking red wine.
On était.
On est resté debout. Literally, we stayed standing. Debout doesn't just mean physically standing up. It means like, say you come and stay at my house, Tom, and say you escape the, the red room that I've got you tied up in. And I go, what the fuck are you doing up? Breakfast not till 9 o'clock. Yeah, go back to bed. Qu'est-ce que tu fous debout? Philip, you've got to stop finding my shit fucking funny. You really, you can tell you fucking new because you find my crack amusing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll soon get as tired and as jaded of it as everybody else. Don't worry. So, It's like Stephen when I try and reprimand him for being shit in a class, which is not very often because he does really well. He's like, you're so funny. And he's like, where do you get so many references from all the time? I'm like, I'm gay. What do you fucking expect? But yeah. So Tom, so say for me, so that we stayed up until midnight. On est resté debout jusqu'à minuit. On est resté debout jusqu'à minuit.
On est resté debout jusqu'à minuit.
Debout ou debout?
Debout.
Good. So remember the trick. Start is high, high. Debout. Stood is low, low. Debout. Debout.
Debout. Debout. Debout.
What's also interesting about this adjective? How do you say Brenda is stood up? How do you say Brenda is stood up?
You say Brenda debout. Brenda
Good.
debout.
You don't say debout, do you?
Yeah.
It's not got a feminine form. Okay, yeah. Off you go. So say for me, we stayed up until midnight.
On est resté debout jusqu'à minuit.
On est resté debout. Ou. On est resté debout.
On est resté debout.
Jusqu'à minuit.
Jusqu'à minuit.
Lovely. We drank 2 bottles of wine.
On a bu
On a bu
2 bouteilles de vin.
On a bu 2 bouteilles de vin.
Bouteille. On a bu 2 bouteilles de vin.
De bouteilles.
2 bouteilles
like
de
you're
vin.
shaking it. Your bouteille, de bouteille de vin.
Oh, de bouteilles de vin.
There you go. You got it out from that. How awful for you as an affliction that for the rest of your life, when you think of a bottle of wine, you think of me shaking my ass. Lovely. Great. Denise, after the guys had left, Sam did what one would imagine. She ordered Burger King for everybody and 2 bottles of Courvoisier. She's of Irish extraction. She's a Rooney. Yeah. So say for me after after the guys left, Sam did what you'd have imagined, and she ordered Burger King for everybody and 2 bottles of Courvoisier. Courvoisier is a brandy for anybody that doesn't know.
Après que les mecs sont partis, Sam a commandé, quand tu imaginerais que
Burger King for everybody and 2 bottles of Courvoisier.
Le plat a remporté de Burger King.
Super clever, but you can say Burger King because they do have it in front. We love Burger King, you know.
Burger King et 2 bouteilles de vin de
Courvoisier. De Courvoisier.
De
brandy.
bouteilles
Yeah.
Courvoisier.
Okay. Lovely. Another one, Denise. The first few drinks. No. The first 4 times I served them. The first few times, it was with ice cubes and a glass, and then after that it was just a fucking bottle between them. So say for me the first few times, but God, they're allowed to, it's their mom. So say for me the first few times there was ice cubes and a glass, and then it was just a bottle.
Les premières 4 fois, il y avait d'un verre avec des glaces.
Glaçons, well done.
Glaçons. Et après ça, il y avait que...
C'était de la bouteille.
De la bouteille.
Good. I learned a really cool expression last year when Jamie and Alfie, who are the 2 kids that I used to teach in person, and we went for a walk with Jamie, and I'd bought, it was summer, and so me being me, I had like SPF, a cap, fizzy water for the kid, and he left his water somewhere. I said, "Oh, do you want mine? I've not drunk from it yet." And he just said, "Oh, I trust you." He says, "I'll just air it." I went, "What?" And he poured the bottle, but he didn't put the bottle on his lip. I went, "Oh, is that what the kids are calling it these days?" So I'm hip and down with the kids now in a non-Jimmy Savile way. Apparently that's called airing it. Lovely. Trevor,
Et le nom de Jimmy Savile. Oh my god.
Say that again. What?
In a non-Jimmy Savile way, it just makes it worse.
In a Jimmy Savile was a TV well, you can translate this. So Trevor, you wouldn't know who he is, so you can translate. So say for me, this guy was very well known in England.
Ce mec était très connu en Angleterre.
Lovely. I don't think he was as known in Ireland. I think you escaped it, Phil. Say for me, I don't think he was as well known in Ireland.
Je pense pas qu'il est très connu.
Pause. What does je pense pas make happen? It makes a subjunctive because it's kind of like a doubt. Yeah, I don't think he was as well known.
Je pense pas qu'il soit.
Could you reproduce the subjunctive? What's the subjunctive of the verb to be?
Soit.
Thank you. Notice, people, that we've got a was. He was. We don't do a different subjunctive tense for the was because it's a verb with no auxiliary. So we use the single auxiliary soit. We don't have an imperfect subjunctive. We do in French. We do. We completely do. But we don't, fus, fusion, fusier, fus, the verb to be, parlas, parlas, parla, parlation, parlasier, parlas. We don't have it in the this language now, the modern language, it's just more archaic. So certainly, I don't think he was as well known in Ireland. Je pense pas qu'il soit.
Je pense pas qu'il soit assez connu.
Aussi bien connu.
Aussi bien connu.
In Ireland.
I don't know how to say Ireland.
You've said it. We've done this word. On Ireland.
Ireland.
Lovely. Set me on Ireland.
On Ireland.
Good. Give me some vocabulary. Set me Ireland.
Ireland.
Emerald. Emerald.
Emerald.
Like the Emerald Isle. Say for me Northern Ireland. Irlande du Nord.
Irlande du Nord.
Why is that grammatically interesting? How would you say the north of France?
La nord de France.
Le nord de la France, yeah?
De la France.
What's the difference between the north of France and Northern Ireland?
Is it that they, for Northern Ireland, it's an adjective versus saying like, it's a part of the proper name, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so, regardless of what you believe, I've got family on both sides of the argument, but for whatever reason, it is a territory, whereas the north of France, which is a fucking part of a country. Where did you go? What's the west of the United States? There's not a separate area.
Mm-hmm.
So if you said like, so South Africa, for example, is it the south of Africa? I mean, yes, it is. But are you referring to the south of Africa, or are you referring to South Africa as a known thing?
Yeah, as a country, South Africa.
So when it's the known thing, it's got of the north, of the south on the end. So du Nord. Yeah? Du Nord. North Wales. So for example, I've got family from North Wales. Although actually weirdly, that within Wales that is perceived as a separate thing, different language. Gogleth. If you say North Wales, you wouldn't say Le Nord. You wouldn't say Pays de Galles du Nord. Although I weirdly sometimes go to, but it's Le Nord du Pays de Galles. Yeah. Okay. So we all clear on that. The adjective for some of them does something interesting as well. So he's Northern Irish. You just say il vient de l'Irlande du Nord. You wouldn't say he's Irish. Il est irlandais. C'est un Irlandais. You wouldn't say Northern Irish, Nord-Irlandais. I've never ever heard that. But South African, so South American, Amérique du Sud, because it's a place, the continent of South Africa. Sud-Américain, Sud-Américaine. You can have Nord-Américain, Nord-Américaine, but it's not as common. South African, Sud-Africain, Sud-Africaine, Afrique du Sud. So it goes the other way around. So the adjective swaps back. Yeah. Good. Lovely. Yeah. So Tom, carry on for me. This guy was a TV presenter.
Ce mec était en
Présentateur.
présentateur.
Look at Lukey. Présentateur, animateur, présentatrice, animatrice. Masculine, feminine, yeah. Okay. Whenever we say animatrice, though, I always feel it's a bit like there used to be a really big kids TV show called Club Dorothée in France. It's a bit like, you know, Going Live and Philip Schofield and all of that shit. But yeah, so strictly speaking, animateur, animatrice, présentateur, présentatrice. So say for me, he was a TV presenter during the 70s and early 80s.
Il était présentateur.
No. Oh, hang on. Did you say il était présentateur or il était un présentateur? What did you say?
I tried to say il était présentateur.
No, and did un présentateur slip out?
I didn't hear it if it did, but I can't say
I think
that.
it might have been a thinking. I think it might have been a pensive rather than you getting it out on camera. So why can't you say il était un présentateur? Why can't you say that?
Because it's a occupation, it's a profession.
Keep going, explain.
That's I just know that you don't.
Have we come to the end of the road?
Yeah, like the honey.
Maggie, why can't we say il était un présentateur? Why can't we say that, Maggie?
I'm sorry, I don't know either. I know just like Tom, you're not allowed
I just don't say it on professions. That's all that I know.
Yeah.
Anybody got any clues?
Because it's a noun. Because it's a noun. Because it's a noun.
Because it's a noun. Keep going. Explain what that means.
So c'est une femme, c'est un homme.
Good. So the point is, as completely correctly stated, jobs, religions, and faiths can be nouns or adjectives. Same bloody words. Same bloody words. So, for example, he's Irish. Il est irlandais or il est irlandais. C'est un irlandais. So if you are introducing a noun in French for he is, she is, or it is, you do not say il est, elle est. You say C apostrophe est. My wife is an actress. Ma femme, c'est une actrice. So jobs, professions, and nationalities can be adjectival or they can be nouns. But you need to treat them appropriately. So, for example, he is fat. Il est gros. There's an adjective. So, il est gros. He's a fat guy. C'est un mec gros. So, he's Irish. Il est irlandais. Il est irlandais with a link. Fine. No un. C'est un irlandais. You're treating it like a noun there, which is why it's got un irlandais there. So, for example, he's a teacher. Il est prof. C'est un prof. So, people have got this concept that, oh, it can be both. It can. But if you're treating it as a noun, it'll have an or an une before it. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So basically, whenever you go to say he is, yeah. So Brenda, she's a costumier. Elle est costumière, feminine, or c'est une costumière. Yeah. You can't. So you can't say elle est une costumière. It's not good French. All right. Good. Lovely. So Tom Curran for me. So say for me, he was a TV presenter.
Il était présentateur de télévision.
During the 70s and the early 80s.
Pendant les années 70 et les premières années 90.
Le début des années 90. Lovely. Phil, one program which is horrifying now that I think about it, he always had a child on his legs and they would tell him what they wanted. This guy was completely found out to be like an absolute institutional level paedophile afterwards, Denise. Like this guy was like, so it's almost kind of like this really creepy old radio DJ guy that always used to have kids on, and he had this show called Jim or Fix It or various things, and kids used to write in and what was their wish and all of this stuff, and he did an incredible amount of genuinely decent work with sick children, dying children, all of this. But he used to just institutionally going around old children's homes, the styles of which we very rarely have now because it's people in the community, and would basically just be in charge of the grooming and abuse of these children. And it was just the biggest scandal. Imagine like a massive TV presenter and personality famous for helping kids, who then turned out to be an absolute massive pedo. It was just the biggest thing. But to be honest with you, anybody with a brain always used to just go ooh about him, like always. Lovely. So say for me, Philip, so say for me, it was always really weird.
C'était toujours très bizarre.
Because the kids had to sit on his legs.
Parce que les enfants ont dû s'asseoir sur ses
Is it
jambes.
on or devait, because it's throughout his hideous career? Devait s'asseoir, yeah?
Tu devais s'asseoir sur ses jambes. I'm not sure, a lap. Or...
At least with mine, I offer them a chair.
Au moins, avec les miens, je les offre une chaise.
Je leur propose.
Je leur propose une
Am I
chaise.
offering the children to other people? No, because I'm not Jimmy Savile. Yeah, I'm offering to the kids the chair. Je leur propose. Lovely. Phil, Stephanie, there are so many times when I'm proud to be English, especially when people dress up as Jimmy Savile for fancy dress costumes. So for me, there are so many times I'm proud to be English, especially when people dress up as Jimmy Savile for fancy dress costumes. Fancy dress is like costume party in America. Have you go? Yeah. So there's so many times.
Il y a tellement de fois.
Yep.
Il y a tellement de fois que je suis pas content de m'habiller.
Je suis fier.
Je suis fier de m'habiller.
No, when I'm proud to be English.
Quand je suis fier d'être anglais.
Mm-hmm. Particularly when people dress up as Jimmy Savile for costume parties, for fancy dress parties.
Surtout quand...
Surtout.
Surtout.
Non, surtout. Or en particulier.
En particulier.
Now, how much nice was that? Because you decided to use some vowels other than the throat. Have you go en particulier?
En particulier quand les gens s'habillent comme Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, or se déguiser en se déguiser quand, or yeah, for fancy dress parties, pour des fêtes déguisées.
Pour des fêtes déguisées.
Lovely. Maggie. As a child, I wished I could have sat on his legs. Didn't you, Maggie? So as a child, I wish I could have sat on his legs.
Comme un enfant, j'aimerais bien de...
Pause. Are you wishing for something that could still happen? Or something that could have happened?
Could have.
So is it j'aimerais bien or...
J'aurais aimé...
well done, lovely. And we often pop the bien in there as well. So
bien,
be like Jimmy Savile, slide it in. J'aurais bien.
J'aurais bien aimé de...
Aimer or aimer? Aimer or aimer?
Aimer. Oh.
You have a fabulous level of French. Do you want to tell me the basic bitch verb to love? Is it aimer or aimer?
Aimer.
Do you want to tell me the verb to love?
To love.
Yes.
Aimer.
Thank you. We go to Paris. We're going to Paris. We're from Florida. We've got golf visors like this, and we've got a big T-shirt that says "I heart Paris." How do you say "I heart Paris"? What does that mean?
J'aime Paris.
Thank you. J'aurais bien aimé. Why don't people like saying it correctly? Because you've just said the bien. It's nasty to say j'aurais bien aimé. Yeah, it doesn't feel nice, does it? I get it, because it's all around here. Yep. So, in other words, what Maggie's just remembered, well done, Maggie, is in English, Brenda says, present tense, I wish David were here. That is her husband. David! And he'll appear. It's like I Dream of Jeannie, but she just clicks her fingers. I wish David were here. That is Brenda, present tense, wishing that somebody else would do something. Brenda says, I wish I was there with David. That's Brenda, present tense, wishing the same person was over there. Brenda could be talking about the night before. And she could have said, I wish David had been there. You know, he could have seen me bag George Clooney. Or she could have said, I wish I'd been there. So, you know, I could have joined them. So when you wish, you've got the possibility of the same person wishing for a different person, both of those in the present, or you've got the same person or a different wishing in the past. This is how it works. In English, I wish the Phil stuff got sorted. I wish I were with him. I wish that bloody interfering idiot from Boston hadn't made a mess of things. We still say I wish in French, in English, but in French, you change your tense. So if it's something that could still happen, j'aimerais bien. Yeah, I would like that. If it's the same person, it's going to be an infinitive. So I wish I were with you. J'aimerais bien être avec toi. I wish you were with me. J'aimerais bien que tu sois avec moi, because it's wanting is a subjunctive. So it'll either be infinitive or subjunctive present. If you go into the past, I wish that, we say I would have liked, j'aurais bien aimé, j'aurais bien aimé. Different person, que. The present subjunctive again, not the past subjunctive. I wish Denise were with me last night. She'd have enjoyed that concert. J'aurais bien aimé que Denise soit avec moi. Yeah. Or I wish I were with Denise. She saw a good concert. J'aurais bien aimé être avec Denise. So we are clear on that. If it's the same person, we use the infinitive, but it's the first bit that changes. J'aimerais bien, j'aurais bien aimé. Do not be considering souhaiter for that kind of thing at the moment. Don't let it mess you up. Just use that. Keep that for like, I wish you a happy Christmas. Je te souhaite un joyeux anniversaire. Good. Reedy. No, Brenda, then Reedy. Brenda. So say for me, Luke, my husband is English. Microphone, my darling girl. My husband is English. Speak, Bren. Speak, my darling. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the problem
Yeah,
is.
my husband is English. My husband is English.
I can't talk right now because.
Okay.
I sent you a text. So,
Oh, I didn't see, my darling. I didn't see. I'm so sorry. Okay, reading. That's all fine, my darling. Say for me, perhaps come Thursday then. Come on the Thursday one, and like if that works for you. Right. So say for me, Reedy. Say for me, Reedy. Say for me, my husband is English. I'll pretend to be Brenda. So say for me, my husband is English. God, I'm losing so much class time for these fucking microphones on and off. Be on top of it, people. Reedy, microphone off. Right, he's obviously gone for a wank or a piss. Trevor, my husband is English.
Mon mari est anglais.
Lovely. Okay, I'm playing the role of Brenda. Okay, I don't have the hair volume, but I'll be Brenda. Okay. I wish he'd heard what you've just said. I wish he'd heard what you just said.
J'aimerais bien qu'il
Stand still. Stand still. I do so love spending 2 minutes talking about something for someone to ignore it. What did I say you do with wish when you are wishing in the past?
J'aurais bien aimé.
There we go. Lovely. I wish my husband, yeah, so j'aurais bien aimé que David.
J'aurais bien aimé que David
L'entende.
l'entende.
Yeah, okay. He would have recognized the guy we're talking about.
Il aurait reconnu le
Stand
mec,
still. What are my two vibratory areas in French?
High and low.
That's a bit basic. Tell me the body parts.
Chest and nose.
Chest and above the mouth, yeah? So would you please tell me which of those two vibrate, apart from the sound O, yeah? Which of those two areas are we going to use in the word recognize in the first syllable?
The first syllable is going to be chest.
Let me hear you say it then.
Reconnu.
Wasn't that nice there, everybody? Did you hear that velvety tone, Denise? Wasn't that better? Better than Phil, we've spoken about haven't we? We've spoken about tones. Good. So say for me, reconnu.
Reconnu.
Lovely. Okay. He would have recognized the character we're talking about.
Il aurait reconnu.
What was the second vowel? Il aurait
reconnu.
There we go. Clarity. Do you see how you all want to take it in the throat? Sorry, Maggie, I know you made a lot of money back in the day, but you all want to take it in the throat. Don't take it in the throat. Go to different places. Il aurait reconnu. Off you go.
Il aurait reconnu.
No, Phil has got the most gorgeous tell. Do you know in poker when someone's got a tell? He's got a tell. If he's not in his vibration, he's got more vocal fry than a fucking choir of Kardashians. He really, really has. He goes, it's such a giveaway. You're the same. If you're not in the right place, you go to. Tom doesn't have any vocal fry on that, weirdly. So you could be completely the wrong vowel, but he'll almost convince you it's completely the right vowel because there's no vocal fry in it. Some people, when they go in the middle, they go to rise above the air or go below the air. You're another one. If you're not here or here, it's got a real croak to it. So say for me, il aurait reconnu, and no croak.
Il aurait reconnu.
No croak. Wasn't that pretty? All right, good. The character we're talking about.
Oh man, the character.
Le personnage.
Le personnage.
Good.
Le personnage.
Stand still for me. Trev, is it male or female? Reedy, tell me when you're back, by the way.
Yeah, I'm back, sorry.
That's all right. Right. So Reedy, personnage, male or female, why?
Is it masculine?
Yes, why? How many syllables in it, my love?
Personnage. Huh? So 3.
Great. What's the âge rule? Which also translates as what's the age rule, which bear in mind we talk about Jimmy Savile is a little bit fucking comedy, but basically I'd imagine it's that they have to be under 14. But what's the âge rule when it comes to
masculine, no? Like le fromage. Huh?
How many syllables in fromage?
Oh, 2.
How do you say the beach?
Plage.
Say the beach.
Le plage.
That sound right to you?
No,
Give me a twang. La plage. Memorize gender on twangs, ladies. La plage rather than le plage. Yes, it's me la plage.
La plage.
Where Brenda keeps David. Say for me the cage.
La cage.
There we go. Like La Cage aux Folles, the show, the play, the book. Yeah, so single words with âge will often be feminine. La cage, la plage, la rage, rabies. Yeah, as opposed to le lavage, le massage, le, yeah, okay, garage, all right, good. So 2 and up goes to masculine, yeah? Good. So Reedy say for me, okay, so say for me, these words are masculine unless they contain fewer than 2 syllables. These words are masculine unless they contain fewer than 2 syllables.
Ces mots sont masculins, sauf s'ils contiennent.
I don't mind sauf si, but I'd like unless. Sauf si is not bad. And I liked how joined it the voice was very much. I like the voice work very much, very much. You've stopped that stopping between words. It's beautiful. But what's unless? À moins que plus subjunctive. À moins que plus subjunctive. Not to be confused with moins de. Not to be confused with moins que. Not to be confused with au moins. All right, so say for me, unless they are subjunctive, unless they contain fewer than 2 syllables.
À moins qu'ils contiennent moins de 2 syllabes.
Kills, have you been watching Flo's videos? I love Flo, she's doing marvelously, but has anybody watched Flo's videos? Her toxic trait is she says ils all the time, and she's got French kids and lives in France. Don't say ils.
À moins qu'ils contiennent moins de 2 syllabes.
That's it. À moins qu'ils contiennent de à moins qu'ils contiennent moins de 2 syllabes. Good, lovely. Tom, Luke, I wasn't familiar with this expression. I'm going to make use of it more often.
Luc, j'ai pas connu cette expression. Je vais.
Literally, I wasn't familiar with. It was a nice bit to go around, but I wasn't familiar with.
J'étais pas familier avec.
Poppy Willie back on.
J'étais pas familier.
Poppy Willie back on.
Familiar.
Speaking of Willies, is someone literally having a piss? Can anyone else hear that? Bring it on. I mean, I do in classes, but like, you know, j'étais pas familier.
Familier. J'étais pas familier
Just make a note that every single one of you is an Anglophone, and Anglophones prefer hard consonant words in French because we speak a consonant language. So we prefer to skeletally navigate between consonants. So we'll always naturally like the feminine adjective more. Be mindful of that if you don't identify as feminine. Lovely, off you go. So say for me, so I'm familiar with, I'm not, yeah, whatever it was I gave you, je suis pas.
J'étais pas familier avec cette expression. Je vais m'en servir plus souvent.
Good lad, that was nice. Yeah, j'étais pas familier avec cette expression, je vais m'en servir plus souvent. 2 minutes devant temps. I'm liking the combination of the paint behind you and Denise's books. I'm liking the combination of the paint. Phil's nodding his head. Phil, I'm going to have to tell Ruth you're a homosexual, and she's only just gotten married. Good God, poor lass. Off you go. So say for me, Tom, I'm liking the combination of the paint behind you and Denise's books.
J'aime la combinaison du peinture derrière toi.
The toxicity, no pun on paint and toxic, the toxicity of the de. This is the toxicity of the de. You all prefer saying de and an adjective. Why? Because subconsciously your body remembers it having a lower heart rate when you say it, because you don't need to panic about whether it's du, de, la, or de, or le, la, or lay. So you all prefer de. Secondly, you're used to saying de before a noun after when. When, Tom, can we use de before a noun? Reedy has got wet palms right now. When can you, or a semi, because he'll be excited to tell me that he's remembered them. So, Tom, when can we use de before a noun?
Quantity negation or preceding plural adjective.
Oh my God, now I've got a semi. And anybody got the fourth one, which is a bit niche? There's other small specific ones, but they're the main one, fourth one.
Quantity, preceding plural adjective, what else?
From a certain place.
Yes, you can do that, Denise. That's a very valid point, actually. Very, very good point. Yeah, I need to do a video on de France versus de la France. That's a very good point. Or compound nouns. Yeah, a compound noun, a noun which is made up of more than one word. So if it's like table wine, I'm so sorry, table wine. What I'm on about, boxed table wine in France is damn good. Vin de table, vin de table. Yeah. Student handbook, livre d'étudiant. Yeah, the noun is a student handbook, livre d'étudiant. Yeah. Yeah, all right. So if if it's gonna have a de in it, that's fine. There's no gendered with it and stuff. Good, lovely, Denise. What was I going to say? My friend Kate is in a wheelchair. Shout out to Kate. Kate's a French speaker. My friend Kate is in a wheelchair, and unfortunately, she got skin cancer a few weeks ago.
Mon amie Kate est dans une chaise roulante et malheureusement, malheureusement, elle a le cancer de peau.
Elle a été diagnostiquée, elle est, do we know atteint? I stuck it in the group this week. ATTEINT. It means suffering from. Il est atteint du sida, il est atteint du VIH, il est atteint du cancer, elle est atteinte. Okay. Lovely. Denise, I've no idea how she's got that because she barely ever goes out in the sun.
Je n'ai aucune idée la raison pour laquelle elle a cela, parce que
do we know the verb shopper? Shopper, to pick something up that we don't want. I think that, yeah.
Je n'ai aucune idée la raison pour laquelle...
J'ai aucune idée de comment
comment le choquer, parce que elle va rarement au soleil.
Rarement au soleil. Okay, don't pronounce your T's. Okay, good. Okay. But Denise, because she was a little bit sad, I decided to treat her, and I bought her a Chanel lipstick. On Gay Friends, brilliant. Because she's a little bit sad. Also, is a bit like she's in a bloody wheelchair, the poor thing. Nice looking girl, but her femininity is like her arms, her chest skin, her face skin, her hair. That's her stuff. So the fact she's got like a big bandage and loads of scars on her arms at the moment, I was a bit like, oh no, she's already lost enough. That's cool. So I thought, time for the big guns. A big fat fuck off red lipstick from Chanel. So save me, Denise. Save me. I decided to. I decided to offer her I decided to give her. I'm trying to be French. I decided to give her a red lipstick from Chanel.
J'ai décidé parce qu'elle était un peu triste, j'ai décidé de lui offrir un lipstick de Chanel.
Un rouge à lèvres.
Un rouge à lèvres de Chanel.
Now also, brace yourself for this shit. What if it weren't, on this occasion it is, but if it were a pink lipstick or a green lipstick or a blue lipstick, you still got to say rouge à lèvres. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Makeup fascinates me in language. In Spanish, the brand that brought mascara to Spain was Rimmel. So in Spanish, one of the words for mascara is el rimel, which I found, which to Londoners is quite odd because obviously Rimmel is like a big thing in London. But like, yeah, Kate Moss used to do it years ago. That and a shitload of Charlie. Yeah. So say for me, Maggie. My friend Louise is famous for the shade of her lipstick. It always suits her. My friend Louise is famous for the shade of her lipstick. It always suits her.
Mon amie Louise est bien connue pour le teint de son lèvre de rouge.
That sounds like you're talking about her labia. She's got a very pink labia. Yeah, she's not a ginge. She does not have neon labia.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh là là.
Rouge à lèvres.
Rouge.
That's it. Okay. I asked her where she got it from.
Je lui ai demandé où elle se trouvait. No.
Je lui ai demandé. Now listen to a subtlety. Je lui ai demandé où ça se trouve, like where you can find it. Je lui ai demandé d'où elle a acheté, from where she bought it. Je lui ai demandé d'où elle a acheté. And again.
Je lui ai demandé d'où elle est achetée.
Elle l'a acheté.
Elle l'a acheté.
Maggie, I want to hear a, not a. Je lui ai demandé d'où elle l'a acheté.
Je lui ai demandé d'où elle l'a acheté.
I'd like smooth. Elle l'a acheté.
Elle l'a acheté.
No throat work. Elle l'a acheté.
Elle l'a acheté.
Good. That was so pretty. Je lui ai demandé d'où elle l'a acheté. Push on your chest.
Je lui ai demandé d'où elle l'a acheté.
All the way through with that cheeky break.
Je lui ai demandé.
I said all the way through that cheeky break. You went je and stuff.
Je
Maggie
lui ai
hates it. She
demandé.
just likes to piss me off. Have we go.
Je lui ai demandé. Fuck, excuse my French. Je lui ai demandé d'où l'a acheté.
D'où elle l'a acheté.
D'où l'a
Excuse my
acheté.
English.
Okay. Good. Philip, I come back down the other side. Two trailer park girls went round the outside. Philip, she said, it's I'm glad you've asked me. An Eastern European friend of mine gave me some for my birthday and I was really nervous.
Ça me fait plaisir que tu m'as demandé.
I can't hear you. Can you go a little bit closer?
Hello. Yes.
Close to the mic.
Ça me fait plaisir que tu m'as posé cette question il y a, j'ai oublié, mais il y a 2 ans, des Européens de l'Est m'a donné.
So go more slowly. I don't hear any vocal fry. Go above it or beneath it. Oh, you go above it or beneath it.
Can you remind me the full sentence?
Linguists listen. Have a picture, have a visual picture, not a word memory. Word memory, you'll be fucked. Visual picture to what's going on. Oh, it's funny. It's funny you've asked me this question. An Eastern European friend of mine gave it me, and I was really nervous.
Oh, c'est drôle que tu m'as posé ces questions.
Say what? Say what word comes after say.
C'est intéressant que.
How would you say it's funny?
C'est drôle.
I don't like drôle. C'est marrant.
Ah oui. Ah, c'est
marrant, c'est rigolo. What is c'est rigolo que kind of sentence is that?
Subjunctive after.
It isn't subjunctive. It creates a subjunctive, doesn't it? Yeah, be careful what you say. Why is it subjunctive? Sing the song.
Impersonal.
Go on. There you go. Sing the song. Go on.
Want, need, doubt, fear, impersonal, emotional.
Lovely. And why is it impersonal?
Because in general, it's funny. C'est rigolo. Or c'est marrant. Que.
It's not about the general. It's about the fact that the subject of the verb is literally it or its. Yeah? C'est marrant, il est marrant, que, and it's an adjective, and not all adjectives will be subjunctive. We used to call it the 70% rule. So if I said it's likely, Reedy, are you raising your hand to ask a question? Because I don't know what that function means.
Yeah.
Or are you just putting your hand, tickling Tom from underneath? Because I've never seen that. Okay, good, lovely. So if it's this called the 70% rule. So if it's, you tell the child was educated during COVID, can't you? They don't, they all did all their conferences at uni and on fucking line. The poor kid. Okay, good. He had his 18th party on Zoom. So the nation that we're left with. So yeah, so basically it's interesting that there's no 70% rule to that. It's likely that versus it's possible that. So probable que versus possible que. So c'est possible que is subjunctive, c'est probable que is indicative. Yeah, it's weird stuff like that. It's certain that would be indicative. Yep. Reedy, what's your question?
So does that apply the same with like c'est bizarre que? Is that
C'est bizarre is neutral as fuck, so that's fine. Yeah, most of them. C'est bizarre. Oh, c'est bizarre que tu sois là. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes they get debated, but c'est bizarre que is absolutely fine. As a general rule, I'd rather you go subjunctive and then learn to undo them on a couple of them than not go subjunctive. Yeah. Yeah. So what did I say to you, Phil? It's funny that you asked me this question. Off you go. C'est bizarre que tu.
C'est marrant que tu me poses ces questions.
Pause. Have we not just had a 5-minute song and dance about fucking subjunctives, and then you said you asked me this question?
Tu me demandes cette question?
No.
Tu me poses.
Stand still.
Pose.
Does it have an auxiliary that you asked me?
Ah, sorry. Que tu m'aies posé cette question.
Que tu m'aies posé cette question. Are you, Philippe, part of a elite group of top 6 and bottom 6 motherfuckers? Yes, yes, yes. That's why we have it. C'est bizarre que tu m'aies posé cette question. Lips together. C'est bizarre que tu m'aies posé cette question.
C'est bizarre que tu m'aies posé ces questions.
Lovely. I teach people doing exams to say that to examiners. Oh, it's interesting you've asked me this question. C'est intéressant que vous m'ayez posé cette question. Lovely, 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 lovely. Tom, a friend of mine gave it me. She's from Eastern Europe. This is what Kate said. This is what Kate said.
Une amie de moi,
Une de mes amies.
Une de mes amies me l'a donné.
Me l'a offert.
Me l'a offert.
Shit. Fuck. I had a pizza in a fucking oven. Fuck. And now my Achilles is burning as well. Fuck. So I've burnt my dinner and I've burnt my fucking Achilles. Fuck. That'll now just be so nuked. Fuck. I can't even walk normally. Fuck. Smoke is about to come out. Fuck. What a complete and utter fuckery that is going to be. Oh my God, it's so burnt. Actually, no, it's just about bearable. just about borderline. Fuck. That's so annoying. Oh well, never mind. Tom, carry on. Back to you.
Une de mes amies me l'a offert. Elle vient de Europest.
Yep. I wasn't sure it was the right. I wasn't sure that the colour suits me.
J'étais pas certain que le couleur.
I'm playing the role of Kate. Yeah. My mate Kate said this to me because I wasn't sure that the colour suits me.
Elle m'a dit que j'étais pas sûr que le couleur était bien pour moi.
Pause. Say certain, but say it in a feminine way.
Certain.
Certaine. Say me personne.
Personne.
Now say certaine.
Certain.
No, not sir, ser.
Certain.
I know in our private moments I make you call me sir, but that is not the time. Say certaine.
Certain.
Thank you. Okay. So je suis certaine, or I'm not certain. Je suis pas certaine.
Je suis pas
certain that this color suits me.
Je suis pas certain que.
Certaine.
Je suis pas certain.
No, certaine. Hi. Certaine.
Je suis pas certain que ce couleur va bien pour moi. I forgot the verb.
Stand still. Your brain has done a reach. It doesn't like to do 2 reaches. People don't like to go reach. So the reach was which verb do we use for suit with colour, and you reached and landed correctly on go. Yeah? Go is the colour we use for go is not a colour. I haven't done that much LSD in a long time. Go is a verb which we use with suit. Powder blue, that suits you, Tom. Ça te va bien. What verb do we use, Tom, to suit? As in, 4 o'clock, Luke, that suits you. That suits me. What verb do we use for them?
Ça marche.
Ça marche. Or, ça me convient, or ça m'arrange. Ça me convient, or ça m'arrange. Tom, in business, would you say to me, does 4 o'clock suit you, sir?
Que 16 heures, ça t'arrange, ça vous arrange, monsieur?
Good. I called this video "Suits You, Sir." I really genuinely did. Ça vous arrange, ça vous va. It kind of works, but that's more for clothing as well. No, you can say that. What's the other one? Ça vous dit. Ça te dit? Tu fancy it? Ça te dit de sortir, you know. Good. So I'm not sure that it suits me. What does I'm not sure make happen, Tom?
Subjunctive?
And what verb did we use for suiting in a colour?
Aller.
I'm not sure it suits me.
Je suis pas certain que
Say what?
Certain.
Okay.
Je suis pas certain que ça aille bien.
Ça m'aille bien.
Ça m'aille bien.
Good. Reedy, save me. It suits me.
Sorry, I've got a.
Sorry, Luke, I have to go.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
See you
Oh,
next week.
did you see them sneak out together? Did you see them sneak out together? My God. It's bad enough, Brenda. She climbed on top of Stephen when she went to Canada, but fucking hell. Maggie, did you know Brenda's met Stephen? Oh, she's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah. Lovely. They sent me their cheeky little photo. It was like Ebony and Ivory. There was like Stephen and super blonde white Maggie, and Caribbean ethnicity Stephen. I was like, oh, this looks beautiful. It looks like oh, what was that brand that did all those posters like that in the 90s? Oh, I can't remember. Benetton. It's like a United Colours of Benetton kind of advert and stuff. It's beautiful. Lovely. Read it. So instead of opening it and wasting the money, she went to the counter. Instead of opening it. Yeah.
Opening it or wasting it?
Sing the vowels, or I won't hear you. Sing the vowels. Instead of opening it.
Au lieu de l'ouvrir.
Go again. Sing the vowels in a line. Au lieu de l'ouvrir.
Au lieu de l'ouvrir.
Is it au lieu de l'ouvrir?
Au lieu de l'ouvrir.
Say O. Say O in English.
O.
Does O sound like something we could say in England?
Yeah.
Yes. So therefore, what language is it?
English.
Does Nessa in Gavin and Stacey say, oh, yeah, she does. So therefore, what is it? It's fucking English, isn't it? Although she's obviously Welsh. So, au lieu de...
Au lieu de l'ouvrir.
Good. Did you see how clearer that became? Huh? It's okay.
Au lieu de l'ouvrir, elle est allée au comptoir.
Nicer vowels, or elle l'a ramené au comptoir, you know. And she said to the girl,
elle a dit à la femme, non.
No, this is better. Don't slide into the next vowel until you totally know the vowel you're sliding into. Don't jump on a consonant. Wait to slide into a vowel. Go again. She said to the sales assistant.
Elle a dit à...
Don't come off the previous one because you're on L. Right now, you're on L. Elle a dit à L. No, you've come off a vowel. Elle a dit à la vendeuse.
Elle a dit à la vendeuse.
That's it. Do you see how much cleaner it makes it, Denise? And you just wait to go to a vowel. It makes it so much nicer to hear. Okay. Do you think this is the right colour for me because it's cost my friend £40?
Tu penses que...
Would she say to you to a business? Would she say to you in a business relationship?
Vu trouver que cette couleur me va bien.
That was nice. That was a nice bit of rearranging. Well done. Because I don't want, save me. I don't want my friend to waste £40.
Je veux pas que ma amie gaspille mon ami.
Je veux pas que mon ami gaspillage perde. Perdre de l'argent. Je veux pas que mon ami perde 40 balles. Save me, je veux pas que mon ami perde 40 balles.
Je veux pas que mon ami perde 50.
40 balles.
40 balles.
Ball means balls. Bullets, but also just quid. Bucks. Quid or bucks, depending whether you're coming from pounds or dollars. Yeah. And it's still in use, even after, euro, whether it was in francs or euro. Oh, francs, the good old days. Shit was so cheap.
Can I just quickly say something? Really quickly. But I was chatting, so I'm in an Airbnb at the moment because I haven't got an apartment yet. And I was chatting to the owner, and he was saying like the whole Spanish economy is basically fucked because they went from the peseta or whatever it was before.
It rounded up like everything else in France as well.
Yeah.
It rounded up the prices.
It was just interesting. Yeah.
Not one person who remembers the original. Like everybody's like, yay, we can travel to Europe without exchanging stuff. Yeah, and have no money to spend because it's all. I remember the really good old days when the dollar was up against the pound. There was like $2, virtually $2 to the pound, and now it's almost like for like. I remember, yeah, it's amazing. You go on. I mean, food was comparatively cheap in America compared to the cost of living. Compared to like inflation in American fast food was so like you'd watch films from the 60s and 70s and they'd be referring to the cost of food and you'd be like, that's not huge. Did you know? Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's just happened. So yeah, good. Good. The girl
I have
said,
to go now, Luke. Sorry.
All right, don't worry.
Thank you for that.
Don't worry, I'm just finished the story. So Philip, the girl said, no, it's not the right color for you.
La fille a dit que non, c'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous.
Ce n'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous. Yeah, and again.
C'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous.
Don't focus on your mouth. Your mouth is fine. Focus on your chest. Ce n'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous. Put your chest all the way through.
Ce n'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous.
Would you honestly say that your chest pressure is constant, or would you say it's going?
Intermittent, yeah. Ce n'est pas la bonne couleur pour vous.
Good. And she recommended a different color.
Et elle a recommandé une autre couleur.
Elle a what?
Recommandé. Recommandé. Elle a how is that spelled?
Okay.
Elle a recommandé une autre couleur.
Do you believe what I say when I tell you that you guys navigate by consonants, not by vowels? Yeah. Okay. Good. Denise, remind me to send you a photograph of this colour. It's such a nice colour. It's called 444 Chanel, and it's called Gabrielle, obviously after her, so it's quite a special one. And apparently it's a red anybody can wear. So Denise, remind me to send you a photograph of my friend with this colour.
Denise, rappelle-moi de t'envoyer la couleur que j'ai choisie pour elle.
Good. Or Louise did, and I said, oh, I'm going to borrow that for Kate. Say for me, Denise, I think it's quite special that it's named after her as well. As in Coco Chanel's real name is Gabrielle. Yeah. So say for me, I think it's quite special that it was named after her.
Je pense aussi que c'est assez spécial que c'est nommé après elle.
Apparently, they have a shortage over Christmas because I didn't realize this, but women apparently buy a lot of red lipstick over Christmas.
Apparemment, il y avait une manque de cette couleur.
That's not bad. Pardon me. Do you remember the word? If it's a vitamin you're short of, carence. If it's a Brenda can't get the fabric, there's a shortage of that fabric, pénurie de stock. Yeah. If you think barely, à peine, and then pénurie, that's the kind of etymology of it. Yeah, en pénurie de stock. All right. Yeah. So Phil, save me. So I sent it her.
Alors, je lui ai dit. I sent to her, did you say?
I sent it her. Yeah.
I sent to her.
I sent it her.
Ah, je lui ai envoyé.
Mm-hmm. And she was grateful for the naked WhatsApp photographs from Trevor.
Et elle était reconnaissante.
Oh, hi, Trevor. Sorry, I didn't see that. So save me, and she said that she loved it.
Et elle a dit que.
I can't hear you. I can only hear e. I can't hear the appropriate ha. She said she loved it.
Et elle a dit que elle l'a aimé.
Did you see? I know you're young and full of collagen. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Do you remember the Happy Days, or do you know what Happy Days is, like with the Fonz and all of that shit?
The TV show.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
The Fonz make. Don't speak French like the Fonz. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. As much as we love Henry Winkler. What is it he's in when he gets attacked by the bees? Is it with Adam Sandler? Is it what is it? Is it Little Nicky or something like that? Yeah, I think it's Little Nicky. Yeah. Good, Trevor. I remember the film. Trev. Ground control to Major Tom. Trevor, are you back? I remember the film. Your microphone is off, Trevor. God, that was barely worth coming back for if he's just gone away again. I'm sensing a needy wife. I'm sensing a very needy wife. I've felt it for a while. I felt it in the force. Philip.
Je me souviens de...
Oh, he's back. I remember the film.
Je me souviens de le film.
Du film.
Ah, du film.
Again?
Je me souviens du film.
Good. Luke, you shouldn't have eaten the pizza. Speak English, Luke. You shouldn't have eaten the pizza. It was newt. The verb for burn beginning with a C. It was 2 burns. You shouldn't. It's really nice. You shouldn't have eaten the pizza.
Tu aurais dû manger le pizza.
Well done for saying tu aurais dû rather than tu devrais, but it's negative. You shouldn't have eaten the pizza.
Ah, tu aurais dû pas manger le pizza.
Nice vowels though, but fucking hell, where's the negative going?
Tu aurais pas dû manger la pizza.
I'm having a very difficult week. My honorary momsy has passed away, and someone has been a level of prickery I can't even tell you. Connected to this cherry shit. I just can't even tell you how nasty that's gotten, and I don't need Paz placed in the wrong place. I don't. Up you go. One more time.
J'aurais pas dû tu aurais pas dû manger la pizza.
Mm-hmm. It was too burnt. What's the slang word for burnt beginning with a C? Cramé.
Cramé?
Good. Let's just end on a slang fest. I'm going to give you the proper word, and you're going to give me a slang word for it. Ready? And then we'll be done and we'll have a little jitsy jatsy. Well done. Denise. House. Maison. What's the slang word for it? Beginning with a B. Barak. Barracks. Barak.
Okay.
Totally super common. Oui, alors j'étais à ma baraque. Il a vendu la baraque. He sold his house. Lovely. Philip. We're going to have to work on that name. I'm going to have to rename you. I can't cope. House. No, a car.
Ooh. I don't know that one.
Bagnole.
Like.
Ma bagnole, my car. Yeah. For all car. is such a common part of culture. We don't have many slang words for it in English, do we? Because it's such a simple ass word.
Yeah, I was just talking.
Motor or something at best, or pick it up a motor if it's in the East End of London or something. But yeah, what are you saying, Phil? Sorry.
I was in Paris during the week, and I was chatting with my French colleague just about how many slang words there are for cash in French. It's pretty interesting.
Pognon, thune, liquide.
Mm.
You get, Phil, now why I couldn't see you Friday. Denise, Phil's obviously in Ireland, and I was supposed to, well, not obviously, just because he's got an Irish accent, but like, I was supposed to, he said, oh, Luke, I'm coming over to London for like a work thing. And I said, oh, lovely. I love to see people in person. I'll come and see you. 20 minutes from my house on the tube to where you're working. No problem, no problem, no problem. And then obviously we sadly lost Bertha the day before. So I was like, really sorry. Lovely. Good. No, what actually happened was I said I'm gonna have to cancel because I'm looking after her, and then we lost her. And I thought, well, maybe I'll go in on the following day, and then it was just too late and stuff. Yeah. Denise, Trevor, brother, slang word for brother, beginning with an F.
Frérot.
You can say that. Well done. Or frangin.
Frangin.
The feminine being frangine.
Okay. You can have a girl, bro.
So if you said, my sister stole my clothes from my house. Ma sœur a volé mes vêtements de ma maison. And if you said in very, very common slang, like slang that you'd use every day, nothing too niche. Yeah, like really super mainstream slang. Ma frangine a piqué mes fringues de ma baraque. Fringue, slang word for clothes. So far we've had baraque, we've had bagnole. These are so common. There are some people that would use these words. They wouldn't even remember to use the normal ones. They'd use these words. Trevor, word to eat, beginning with a B. Such useful information.
I don't think I know.
Bouffer.
Bouffer.
Qu'est-ce qu'on va bouffer? Bouffer is the verb for an animal to graze. Which, if you just watch me eat this pizza, is a verb that will be coming to mind. So bouffer, yeah. Or la bouffe, the food. Yeah, la bouffe. So frangin, frangine, baraque, bouffe, bagnole. To work, Denise, to work, slang. Beginning with a B. Bosser, yeah?
Okay.
Super common. What's the noun? Au boulot. Let me say au boulot.
Au boulot.
Lovely. I swear to God, people say au boulot more often than they say au travail. I swear to God, statistically. Je vais aller au boulot. Il est au boulot? Il est où là? Il est où là? Il est au boulot. Say with me, au boulot.
Au boulot.
To burn. Philip? I had it earlier.
Oh, cramer.
Well done. Say it with me out of your throat.
Cramer.
Good. I'm going to be a real cunt on this. I'm sorry. I am, because you've got a real... You know, Denise has watched this process happen. She's, she's OG Denise. She only started herself from total beginning. Like, really, she's in the January 23 group. So everything Denise can now do, she's done in, that time, which is splendid. But she's watched this process happen with other people, and she's totally gets, does Denise, the voice thing and how people memorize stuff. If the voice comes, it drops into place, because you can link it nicely. It's also just about how well people can hear you. Lovely. So boulot is work, bosse is work, baraque is house, bagnole is car. Good. To finish, what is, Phil, verlan when it's home? What is verlan when it's at home?
When it's at home, baraque. Sorry,
oh, no. I mean, what is, that's the turn of phrase, meaning what does that mean? What is verlan in French? What is verlan?
It's like the inversion of words for slang.
Yeah, so people always stupidly say it's the French equivalent of Cockney rhyming slang, which is a stupid thing to say because that's so not widespread in the UK. People don't say, apples and pears, stairs all over the UK. People don't say, I'll have a butcher's hook look all over the UK, but it's just like an urban thing that people seem to think. Vernon is all over France. It's not just a Parisian thing. Yeah. So what we do is we swap the consonants around and we drop the vowel to almost a lazier version of than we normally do, almost an that you would all like. So if you've got femme, we swap f and m. We go the way round, and the slang word for a woman is a meuf. I mean, he said meuf.
Meuf.
Nothing to do with muff and muffin, which is what people always seem to think it is when I teach it them. What is the slang word, do you think, for a mec, a guy? Swap the m and the cut round. What do you think the slang word is going to be for them?
Come.
Thank you. I've done a video on this. I always need to update it. Pied is yep. Flic, les keufs. Du bœuf, weed, l'herbe. Very common one that people say. Fête. So Denise, what is fête? What's fête's going to become?
Tough.
Yeah, it even makes me laugh hearing you say it. It sounds so unbelievably super French knowledge for you to say it. It makes me chuckle to hear you say it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my girlfriend or my wife is coming to the party. Oui, alors ma meuf, elle veut venir à la fête. Tough, like kind of like, yeah. Good. It kind of gets said as well, and I really need to say this. It kind of gets said in a hint of an Arabic accent. It really does. Because in the same way that Caribbean English has affected, and enriched various working class parts of, London, even if you're like a super geeky white kid from West London, you might now have like, you disrespect me kind of voice and stuff. The same in France, like the whole North African vocal thing is very much, particularly anywhere outside of the periphery, and that's no racism. That's just a cultural happening. That it's just done that. Good. I'm going to turn off the camera 1 second. If you're watching at home, there's a Kofi link underneath. These people pay me. I hope this has been useful for me. I'm going to now chat to them 1 second.